Schalle now with more on this atmospheric river. It's been quite a day, some frightening pictures, Yvonne. When will it end?
We still have a ways to go. We're not out of the clear just yet. We're anticipating this rain, another wave that'll continue overnight and then take us in towards the day. So we still have additional rainfall amounts. These are some preliminary numbers just to give you an idea of the impact of the storm. Kenny Lake, that's along the western edge of the island, upwards of 300 millimeters. Even Coquitlam reporting over 200. Port Mellon, that's in Howe Sound, over 150. Even out of the harbor, up to 130 millimeters. Pitt Meadows, 122, and even out of the airport, we've already seen up to 82 millimeters and counting. Here's a swath of moisture and this atmospheric river that's going to continue to target us right along the south coast. So this will continue overnight, take us in towards the morning hours, but we can see some of those rainfall totals, still the higher amounts, especially along the western edge of the island, and upwards still. We're pushing closer to a few spots, up to 200 millimeters along the North Shore Mountains. I'll have more on the storm coming up very shortly. Guys?
All right, thank you very much. Residents say this isn't the first flooding event they've seen in Deep Cove. Crews were able to clear the water relatively quickly.
Although I'm still hearing from residents in the Deep Cove area that there's a lot of creeks. Still dealing with a lot right now.
Yeah, they sure are.
Yeah. Meteorologist Yvonne Schalle back with us. It's been quite an event so far, Yvonne.
Yeah, this atmospheric river packing a punch. We're going to continue to see this rain, heavy at times. Anticipate this leading in towards the day tomorrow before it really starts to ease off on our Monday. So still heavy rain at times with very windy conditions, and we could see the potential for some power outage as well. A couple of photos or a few to share. This one from Lafarge Lake, reporting Coquitlam getting upwards of 200 millimeters. Deer Lake, this is in Burnaby, captured by Kelly, and a shot from Deep Cove, and this one was captured by Christina. So once again, some of those numbers, a quick snapshot. Kennedy Lake so far, upwards of 300 millimeters. Areas near Coquitlam, over 200. West Van getting closer to 150 millimeters and counting. Out of the harbor, 130, and for the airport, we've seen over 80 millimeters of rain. Now, there's a swath of moisture. Some of the heavier pockets are along the southern tip of Vancouver Island, extending in towards the Fraser Valley. It'll continue to be heavy at times. This is the atmospheric river and the frontal system. The cold front is going to pass tomorrow, and that'll bring those windy conditions as well. And these are storm totals taking us in towards our Sunday. So the higher amounts along the western half of the island and areas along the North Shore Mountains where we could be pushing closer to that 200 millimeters. Now, for those who are traveling along the mountain passes, we're also tracking that rain anywhere between 20 and up to 40 millimeters as we lead in towards tomorrow along the Coquihalla. Allison Pass will see 20 and up to 40, and the Kootenay Pass will see on and off showers with a few heavier pockets as well. So a reminder, we could see localized flooding, pooling on the roadways. We've seen those landslides, and the potential for power outages is still a big concern as we get in towards the evening hours. Rainfall warnings will remain in effect along the coast. The areas that we're watching are in towards the Columbia region, where we could see upwards between 40 and up to 70 millimeters. Now, the northeastern corners of the province, we've been tracking snow. It has eased off for areas near the Peace. Tomorrow, temperatures just climbing up to -2. Much of the central half of the province will see those pockets of rain extending in towards the Columbia region. That's what we'll be watching very closely. Thompson, Okanagan for tomorrow, also breezy at times. Some of the winds picking up with gusts of up to 40 and 50 kilometers per hour. Heavier rain will still be along the northern and western half of the island. It'll start to ease off, though, earlier in the day, and then the southern half will still hang on to that heavy rain. Victoria will be up to 10, and then most areas across the lower mainland. So still very wet and windy. We are going to see upwards between 40 and up to 70 millimeters. These are additional amounts for us across the lower mainland. It'll be another cool day for tomorrow. Now, on Monday, the forecast, it'll be on and off showers. It looks like it'll dry out as we get in towards the evening hours, and then Soph and Chris, bright spots Tuesday, Wednesday after the storm. We'll be back into some sunshine, but still very heavy rain at times. Windy conditions take us all the way in towards tomorrow. Back to you guys.
Holding out hope for that sunshine at this point. Thanks, Yvonne.